Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy Mr. The Brand 50 guys today, and welcome to my channel. Do all the things algorithm wise. I'm just about to get ready to do my let's play for Final Fantasy. I'm going to record that after this video, but I just had a Rainbow Six Siege thought, and generally comes on Rainbow Six Siege videos. These videos are mostly meant for people who are, you know, that bronze to like gold one kind of player. If you're platinum higher and you feel like things that I say in my videos can be adapted for you, cool, good. But this is really like directed towards those lower level people. I'm not, even though I'm not seeing, I don't necessarily consider gold the lower level because the average rank of a siege player is silver. So if you're above silver, you're above average. But generally, these videos are not meant for people who don't even necessarily have these issues. So today's video, we did a video before we talked about how you guys can make friends, which be to your left or to your right if you want to learn how to make friends in Rainbow Six Siege. Today's video will be about comms. One of the things I've noticed watching guys like Atheno and Pingu and King George, and they're just throwing any Siege streamer, and this is what I notice when I watch their streams, is people are always in their chat asking, how come your lobbies are always so talkative? As in, you know, people are giving comms. As people talk, even if they don't even get comms, people are in the game chat. And what I've noticed is that's a PC thing. On console, people don't talk at all. But on PC, everyone's chatting. You can be down in freaking bronze because you know how the new rank system works. You will be playing some bronze and some bronze lobbies, some silver lobbies, and things like that. And you'll have people just you know in the game chat communicating. And for console players, when they see that, they're like, how come that doesn't happen for me? And the reason is because, as I said, console players are usually not in the game chat. More often than not, if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, everyone who's in that lobby is currently in a party chat on both teams. So if you're a solo queue, let's say the other team is a 4-stack, those 4 players aren't in a party chat and they can't hear you and you can't hear them. If you're dual queuing, you as a dual queue might be in a party chat and the other 3 are also in a party chat, so there's no communication. So how can you increase the likelihood of people communicating in Rainbow Six Siege console? Everyone needs to just be in game chat. You know, as someone who usually, when it comes to like when I do play Siege on console, because I play on both. I play Siege on both console and PC. Don't ask questions. I enjoy it. Whatever I want to do to have fun is how I have fun. Don't make any like, because usually people, whenever I mention that I play shooters on both platforms, like, but why? Because I want to. But anyways, when I play with my friends on console, sometimes we'll just do a 3-stack and we'll get a dual queue. We'll get people who are dual queuing, and the dual queue will always send us party invites. It's like, just talking game chat. Like, why are y'all, you were in a dual queue, why are you in a party chat? Go into game chat. If you're not 5-stacking, get out of party chats. That goes for any, if you're on PC, if you're on Xbox, if you're on PlayStation. If you're not in a 5-stack, get out of the party chat. If you're going to play Siege, you can start a party chat all you want at the beginning of like your gaming session, but the second you go into a match, go into game chat. Most platforms allow you to just go into game chat. If you're on PlayStation, not PlayStation, if you're on PC at least, if you're in Discord, you can still talk in game chat while also in Discord. I know because I play on PC, so you can hear both audio and you can talk for both. But if you're on console, you don't have that luxury of being able to just be in a party chat and game chat at the exact same time. So just hit the switch to game chat option in your menus, and then talking in game chat. Stop sending people party invites when you're a dual queue or solo queue. You know, like, or at the very least, if you feel like the other team, if you feel like the other players on your team are in party chat, shoot them a message like, yo, can I get a party invite so you can communicate? These are important things, by the way. If you are someone between the bronze level and the gold 1 level, understand that communication is what's keeping you from winning your games. You know, if you have comms, your chance of winning just jumps up. I'll have a clip in this video where I'm playing as Osa and I'm solo queuing in this video, and you see me pinging at the bakery little bar, and no one's reacting to those pings at all because they're not in the game chat. Everyone who's near the left side window can easily swing and get a double kill if they respond to some of my pings. Not just pinging though. I'm also calling it out. Now the video doesn't record me calling it out, but I'm calling out like, yo, there's a bandit in a castle on bakery and no one's responding to it. So I start pinging and no one's responding to it. It's like, that's 2 free kills you guys get if you have comms, because they're focused on me. They're focused on the Osa who's literally pushing them, and you know, they're like, oh my god, it's fucking Osa. And at some point in the clip, the Jaeger just like, fuck it, I'm going to go for this Osa, and he dies in a dumb way. So like your chance of winning would jump up. If you're wondering why you're hard stuck in bronze, because you're not communicating. When you're hard stuck in silver, you're not communicating. A lot of people are just playing the game solo, and the only time they speak is when they have something negative to say, which is also a very common thing on all platforms, not just console, but on all platforms, where you have people who don't speak the entire game until they die or a round is lost, and then they're mouthing off like, oh, y'all trash, or y'all stupid, and things like that. But you don't have these happen in like all that often in PC lobbies though, because for the most part, everyone's talking because everyone wants to get better. If you watch someone like Atheno doing his solo to rank series, solo to champion series, most of his games, his teammates are talking to him. You know, he's solo queuing, but most of his game teammates are talking to him. And has one Macy J that plays solo. Same thing has one Key North played solo. Same thing has one Pingu played solo. But on console, you don't see that because everyone's just in a party chat. Get out of your party chat. Just switch to game chat. The more you talk to your teammates, the higher chance you have of freaking winning games. And not only that, remember I said before I had a video about how you make friends in Rainbow Six Siege? If you're in game chat, you have an even higher chance of making friends, because someone's like, yo, that guy's comms were really good. His calls are really good. Not only is he a good player, but he knows what he's talking about. I'm going to send a guy friend request and see if he wants to play some Siege together. He's solo killing, maybe he needs friends. Or they're in a duo queue, maybe they need friends. Or they're in a 3 stack and it's 2 of us, you know, you want to make this a 5 stack? We can just play some games together. All of these things, all these doors that Rainbow Six Siege opens for you when you're being more communicative. Start talking more. This all sounds very basic and like something that she should know since year 1 of Rainbow Six Siege, going on to year 8. But it's still the same thing. I have videos from Rainbow Six Siege years ago that has basically the exact same kind of dialogue of, hey, y'all need to be doing this more, and people still aren't doing that. But meanwhile, these same people will go to Theno's chat, go to King George's chat, go to Missy J's chat, go to Pingu's chat, they'll even go to people who aren't even still that good at Siege, like Antero, just joking, Parker, and be like, and say the exact same thing. So you're going to all these people's chat and you're asking these same questions people have been asking for almost 8 years, and none of y'all are adapting it to your own gameplay. Talk more. Be communicative. Stop being so aggressive. That's one of the big things when it comes to like why you aren't making friends to before. You're being too aggressive. You know, you're talking trash about people on your team. Of course, they don't want to play with you. You're not giving them a reason to play with you. If you're not communicating, you're not going to get people to add you. You know, I get added on for like party invites and stuff all the time because I'm in game chat, or I'm just doing good enough to where it seems like, okay, we should add this guy. Remember, I was playing. This is a few years ago. I was playing as Fuse. I popped off like 15 kills with Fuse, and this guy was like, "Yo, can I add you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. We can play some games together." It's that simple. The last time I played Siege, which was like yesterday, when it comes to me recording this video, someone on the other team were inviting me because I kept getting I literally got back-to-back 4Ks with 2 separate rounds, and they're just like, "Yo, let's just add this guy." On the other team, they're like, "Yeah, this guy's clapping us. We're not in a full stack. Let's see if he wants to play some games." Just by playing the game, communicating, and, you know, doing good, you know, people will want to play games with you. And also just not being aggressive, because I had comms in that game too. There was this guy who was talking a lot, you know, maybe a little too much, but he was trying to be helpful. You know, he kind of over called out a Monty position. It's like, yeah, we know Monty's at, and I'm like, yeah, Monty's on the balcony window. So like we're aware he's still calling that same thing out, because maybe he's just panicking. He wants to make sure that people, you know, don't fuck it up and things like that. But generally he was talking, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play with this guy because he's talking. He wasn't even doing good. He was dead, but he was talking. I want to play with a guy who was dead, who wasn't having a good game because he was just talking enough. Because even if someone's dying a lot, those comms are vital. You know, because if he's dead, he's watching drones. If he's dead, he's watching cams. He's calling things out. It makes things easier for you. Comms make things easier for you. It's that simple. That's why you should be talking on console. It makes the game easier for you. You know? So if you're having issues and you're in these chats asking how come everyone's talking to you, maybe you should be also going into the game chat. And everyone else who watched this video and things like that, go into game chat. Be in game chat more often than you are in party chat. Especially if you're not in the 5 stack. If you're in the 5 stack, stay in your Discord, stay in your party chat, stay wherever. But if you're not in if you're not 5 stack, you should be in game chat. Even if you're in 4Q, a 3Q, or a duo queue, you should be in the game chat. It's gonna help you out, help your teammate out. Of course, your teammate's gonna freaking fail that clutch. He has no comms. If you're in a 4-stack or 3-stack, and you're looking at you're in a party chat talking shit like, yo, this guy is so bad, he couldn't clutch that. How would he? He doesn't have any comms. His opponents have the comms. You know, you're sitting there going, yo, he's right behind you. Like, just he's on the other side of the wall. You just make that shot. He doesn't know this one's on the other side of the wall. He doesn't have the comms, but you do. Say it in game chat. Just say it in the game chat. Well, all I said is it for me. I thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all stay safe, true to yourselves. Me boy Nubis, I'm out of here. Deuces.